Good afternoon and welcome inside the Arrington Ice Arena for game number 2 of this weekend series matchup. It's the Lawrence University Vikings and your Adrian College Bulldogs. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Sean Whitmer. Happy to have you all join us here for some great afternoon NCAA Division III women's play. 20 minutes will go up on the score clock. Everybody gathered at center. We get the whistle, puck is dropped, and we are underway from the AIA. Lawrence to win the opening faceoff at center ice. Trying to push up the wall is Lebrec. Sent to the front, LaSalle looking for a slap shot. And she'll risk this one up to the left side point. Pietrucha holding on to it, lets one go, but wide and off the target. It'll take a kick, and carrying forward is Holtz. A quick steal. Pietrucha works it up. Courtney Ben to Dopaida, in on net, blocker save, the rebound, scores! Just like that. 33 seconds and one shot is all it took. And the Bulldogs have broken the seal.
That's a phenomenal job by the Bulldogs. Getting it up to Ben in a hurry. Goes Dopaida, shoots it in off the rebound for LaSalle. Buries it home.
So in a game yesterday that had the spread of 10 goals, Bulldogs off to a hot start. They've got one off a nice greasy rebound play in front of the net. This is work to the wall, and here's the steal. Landman on net. They score! All within the first minute of play. Only 2 shots in this contest, and we're tied up at 1. How about that to start the game?
That's the cleanest look the Vikings have had in this 2-game series, and it comes in a breakaway opportunity for Landman. She buries it right away. Nothing that the netminder can do.
That will find its way in the back of the net, and the first goal on the weekend for Lawrence University. Were shut out yesterday 10-0, only registered 4 shots on goal through 60 minutes of play. And how about that for a response?
It's a phenomenal look for the Vikings. They do a good job transitioning up the ice. 1-on-0, it's hard to stop that puck from going in.
Hansen wrists one on net. And a stop made. That is Ella Skaborski with the glove on that. We'll take the whistle at 18:37 left to go here in the first period. Very rarely do you see a goal off the first shot of the game. Under a minute to go in the first period, or within the first minute of the game, I should say. And very rarely do you see one go back the other way and tie the game up on the first shot on both sides, all within the first 60 seconds of the game. Here's another chance in front. LaSalle with a backhand, shoulder to side. Skaborski with the save from the point. Vikings look to lift it out. Pietrucha slaps it down low. LaSalle in front. Here's Courtney Ben underneath the red line. Didn't have the right angle for the shot. Had a hat trick yesterday, looking to do more. This is poked free in front of the Lawrence bench. Pietrucha, the last skater back, will swing this puck from the right side up to the left wall. And Courtney Ben couldn't get it out. Pietrucha again resettling off for Simon, who also had a good game yesterday. She had 2 goals. Pomerleau with speed underneath the red line. Connects a pass as Hubenschmidt caresses it on the top of the circle. Hubenschmidt with speed, skating up center. A nice move. Gets through 2 players looking towards the net front. And at the last second, it's Skaborski who gets the paddle down.
I think we can both agree that's a great job by the Viking defenders to pinch Hubenschmidt as she tried to make her move through. If they don't pinch her there, she's getting the goal.
Bulldogs will win this face-off in the offensive zone. Pomerleau fires a pass off. There's a shot from the point. That one rattles wide. Pomerleau again. Rims it right to left. Going to catch it on the half wall is Holtz. Couldn't lift it out, and finally it is. This will settle all the way down the ice. Make no contact with Annie Gilbert. And we'll have icing 16:52. Left to go here in the first period. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer here on ACTV for those of you just joining us. 1-1 our score. 2 goals on the first shot on both of these sides. Tia LaSalle and Meg Landman getting tallies early to start this NCAA conference game. Sophia Alvarez gave it up, and it's turned to the right. Pulling up is Simon. Works it for Pomerleau. Her shot was blocked. Trying to steal it away from her was number 20, Sophia Alvarez. Almost had the space to do it. Here's some wheels from Simon. Works underneath the red line. Drops back for Johnson. Scanning, looking for option. Pokes it to Trubin, but that bounced off her stick blade. She'll have to skate back to retrieve it. Trubin up the wall. Connects with Johnson, who didn't like what she saw, so she skates it back momentarily. Now for Zoe Lowry. Lowry in the neutral zone. Hugs the right side wall with no angle. To the middle. Looking for Hudanish, but no dice. Landman trying to find her way to it. Almost stripped it aside. Trubin will dump in just beyond the red line. No icing as Anderson will get to the corner. Receives some pressure on the far side wall. There's a body check, unintentional, from Jocelyn Hudanish. Racing for it is O'Hagan. And it settles in the blue paints of Annie Gilbert. 15:27 left to go here in the first period.
Meg Landman scored that first goal for Lawrence, and it was her first goal on the season as well. Also, first time scratching points this year.
Meg Landman, the sophomore from Bowmanville, Ontario, transferred from Newman University, another Division III NCAA school. There's a good collection by Courtney Benritz is on. And making the stop is Skaborski. Good quick start for the ladies wearing the yellow, black, and white here this afternoon. Lawrence appearing to be a little bit more spirited in this one. Will find its way on the right half wall. Quick pickup there, Askenazi tries to fight for it. Dopida taken out in the process. Lebrec lifts this in, glove down by Petruccia. She'll go cross crease to Hansen, who lets a long pass go, heading for Reardon, but it's taken away by Halverson. Dropped there, quick shot blocker save made by Gilbert. This is shoveled out of the zone, held on to by Daly. Now it's Petruccia, back for Hansen. Releases a pass for Dopida, and she'll skate back for a change. Gilbert will play this back for Captain Maya Roy, who lets a long pass go, connects on the stick of Simon, who is cherry-picking way up ice. Taken down as she gets a tumble, a high wrister. They score! What a shot! Finds the top corner in the back of the net, and the Bulldogs regain their lead. I thought this went over the net, but somehow, absolute wizardry from Zoe Lowry. Check out this shot.
As you said, absolute wizardry. Zoe Lowry with an incredibly tough angle finds her way getting it up into the net.
And it looks like there will be a timeout called here by Adrian College. So we'll take a quick step aside for a timeout. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Quick timeout break taken by Adrian College as they regain their 1-goal lead in this one. 13:50 remaining in the first period. Zoe Lowry with her first tally of the afternoon. Simon will swing this for Jackson, who plays it at the bottom of the face-off circle. Long to the wall. This is Maya Roy. Fires a pass. Lowry stopped on the zone entry. With haste, this is Johnson. Lowry getting in deep. Blind backhand pass to the slot. Broken up. Still there, both sides fighting for it. Good extra effort from Johnson to hold on to it. Lets this shot go, trying to find the top corner there. Bulldogs looking to pick those 90-degree bars. That one a little bit too high over the red iron. This will find its way to the stick of Carmen Anderson. Off the boards to Roy. Left one in the corner. Nobody there to help her out at the start of that. As this is Hudanish. Looks for Lowry. Excuse me, that was Wolschlager who was up ice. Saw the 9. Didn't realize it was a 0 at the end of it. That's Maya Roy who fires this in. Moravchik looking for the breakout. O'Hagan with a one-touch pass that's picked off. Back and forth action we go. Priadkin. A quick feed as it settles for Ashkenazi. Poked off of her blade. Moravchik will keep things going, just barely keeping that atop the blue line. Hansen shovels that one as it handcuffs Wolschlager. Took a tumble. Vikings will slap this back down low. Gilbert out of her crease to stop the puck. A hard slap shot will rim from Pomerleau. Hubenschmidt trying to get down the ice in time to wave off the icing, but is not there. And we'll take the face-off on the left. 11:46 left to go here in the first period.
And it's been an exciting first period so far. 3 goals on 10 shots total. 30% so far on the amount of goals that are finding the back of the net as the ones that are on goal.
This is off the boards and down. Daly gets to Hansen. There's a giveaway from Anseliga. Shot from the point, that will rattle wide. So play out to the near side wall. Pomerleau steps up and some space, but that bounced over the stick of Holtz. Pomerleau back to her partner and Hansen. Long stretch pass, way up ice. Almost bounced the right way for Hubenschmidt. Reared on. Forwards it deep. Daly along the ward. And Dopaida. Shot from the flank. This will pop over the blocker side of Skaborski. Petruccia stepped up. Tried to swipe at that biscuit. Dopaida carries in. Has Ben behind her. Wrists one to the corner as it's collected by LaSalle. Hits the brakes and shoots up to the top. Here's a point drive. Blocked in front. Scramble for it. On top of the crease. Ben with a wide open net, but she couldn't put it home. LaSalle with the second attempt, and it goes wide. I believe Skaborski might have gotten a piece of that off the toe side of her pad. In tight chances for the Bulldogs, but they can't get it to go. Ben looking for the toe drag release. There's a blind pass from LaSalle. Dead angle. As she rips one, Skaborski holds on to it.
one of the many things the Bulldogs did great yesterday was finding the open slot pass for a good look at the goal. The Vikings have adjusted well. Now they're clogging that slot pass and not allowing open looks.
One of the easiest ways to score in our great game of hockey, those cross-crease passes, as you're mentioning, Sean. And I have to agree with you. Lawrence doing a great job at trying to defend the house. And especially with a high-powered offense that the Bulldogs have, something that you always have to watch out for because they will make you pay very, very quickly. It just goes to show off that first goal that they scored. As there's a long shot from the top of the circle, swallowed up by Skiborski. Seen a lot of rubber so far at the 9:22 mark here in the first period. 11 shots on goal. Simon will step into the face-off circle, opposing Landman as she wins this back. Tipped in front, sticked away by Skiborski. Johnson with good pressure, but Vikings take it away. Here's some speed from Hasegawa. Wheeling her way up ice, angled into the boards. Here's a good steal with some room. Lowry with a nice toe drag, 3-on-1 chance. Lowry to one hand, moves it over, in the slot. The second one, it's blocked in front. Good save by Skiborski, and then I believe it was Valeria Anseliga who stepped in the way and blocked the second one with the shin pad. Johnson goes back for Roy, and she whips one to the neutral zone. Briatkin over skates. Roy in deep. Roy losing it on the boards. Collected by Askenazi. Gets this around Pomerleau as she shifts into gear. Puck battle along the wall. Gets tied up in the head official. Now plays for Hubenschmidt. The Vikings hold on to it. Daly forwards a pass down low. Skimming around the yellow kick plate. That's Pomerleau who coughed it up. Roy comes away with it. Fires a pass, trying to hit Hubenschmidt. Maybe Reardon can get down in time to wave off the icing. She does. Great speed from Hunter Reardon. Bulldogs set up in the offensive zone. 2-1 the score with 7:33 left to go in the first period. Dopaida. And there's a ripper from the blue line by Hansen. Scramble in front of the net. Nobody can find it. And ultimately picking up is O'Hagan. More offensive pressure. Dopaida wheels array around the zone. Long shot from Hansen. That had some heat on it. Pomerleau to the circle. They poke it to the slot. Dopaida fights for it. Trapper down on the ice is Skiborski. And we'll get a stoppage in play.
Those long shots from the point, that's something the Bulldogs did a lot yesterday. Firing it in, seeing if they can get a rebound, deflection, anything in front, create chaos. They went away from it in the third period a little bit more as the Vikings were more willing to take that to the chest or the shin and just eat it up on the defenders.
Hansen with a heavy wrister. That one goes wide, and like you said, Bulldogs really taking advantage of those point shots. Work to the left side. Now Pomerleau in the middle. To the dot. Hansen. Pomerleau rips it on net. Scores! Paige Pomerleau doubles the lead. It's 3-1 Dogs.
As I said, create chaos when you're shooting from long like that. And Pomerleau shoots from the point. She creates chaos in front, a lot of traffic. Skiborski couldn't see what was going on, and it's going to find the back of the net.
I'll be interested to see if they credit Pomerleau for an assist or not. It's possible that there was a deflection in front. I'm unsure, but we'll get the announcement from our head PA in just a few short moments. And it looks like it's going on our live stats as Paige Pomerleau. No assists being listed yet, but we'll get the official announcement, but a seeing eye shot from Paige Pomerleau. Just as we were talking about the strength of the blue line. How about that? Jorgensen flips it up the boards. Simon couldn't hold on to it. So it sounds like Lowry is going to get her second point of the afternoon. As Lowry threads one up for Simon. And it's tipped out of the way. That's offsides. 5:44 left to go here in the first period. Center ice face-off. Udanish can't take it away. And Wolschlager is offsides. Anderson head into the play just a few steps too early. Neutral zone draw. Wolschlager, a backhand pass. This is dumped in off the high glass, plays down. Wolschlager with her back to the play as she pushes up to the left side point. Here's Maya Roy trying to find an angle. Trubin lets this one go, kicked aside by Skiborski. Anderson hems it. Trubin with a drive. Loose in front, picked up by Anderson. Bottom of the circle. Wolschlager lets one rip, but it's blocked. Udanish with the collection. Trubin walking the line, narrowly keeping it in. Anderson works it. Plays for Udanish, who's tied up along the glass. This is flipped off the plexi and out, as Roy will have to backstep. Trubin with a one-touch feed. Anderson all by herself. Bulldogs went for a line change as she was entering the zone. Anderson to Roy. Now bottom of the circle. There's some space looking for the wraparound in the blue paint. Nobody there to swipe it. Roy to Trubin, lets one go. Blocked in front, I believe, some friendly fire on Hunter Reardon. Reardon with the backhand pickup. Turns on the Jets, gets through one defender, and gets her way back to it. Hubenschmidt all alone in front. They get the pass to her, but the wrong angle on the blade. Avalone with a drive. Again blocked in front. She'll pick up at the center ice bruiser logo. Gets a pass right back to the forehand. Jorgensen hard to it, slapped up the wall. Avalone keeps it in, fires a shot that's blocked in front and taken away by Anseliga. Paige Pomerleau threads one as it plays for Dopaida. She'll carry it over the blue line, play on sides. 3 minutes left to go here in this first frame. 2-goal lead for the Bulldogs. Dopaida with a nice move, but it's poked off her stick. Here comes Sofia Alvarez, racing up the left side, pulls it for Holtz. Goes to the backhand, looking to distribute. Finds its way to Daly, rips a shot on. Alvarez trying to get the deflection. Avalone shielding the puck, crosses over the center ice red. LaSalle assessing the options. Petruccia, Hansen, hard wrister from the point, just wide. Settling in front, in between the feet of Dopaida, and the miscommunication on the passing, looking for Hansen. This will squirt back out. Bulldogs look to do it again. Quick pass up for Ben. Working her way through traffic. Lets a wrister go. They score! A deflection in front by Ailina Dopaida.
It's one thing the Bulldogs have done well these last 2 days is attempt to get those deflections in front. Dopaida does a great job deflecting that one right in off of the shot.
Hand-eye coordination on full display by Ailina Dopaida, the senior from Bergheim, Germany. That is not an easy puck to tip out of midair, especially in the upper range of the midsection. And she made it look easy. That was impressive. With force is Simon. Bulldogs still on the hunt. Pietruccia lets that go. Hitting the brakes. That's Emma Simon. Low-Rye fights off some pressure. Has worked through the crease and to the wall. Reese Diebert. Along the wall, here's Low-Rye. Pulls up a couple of stick handling moves, leaves it for Hansen. Lets a shot go, stopped bare. The rebound in front, collected by Johnson. Roy hems it back to the corner. Johnson losing control on the top of the circle. Off the boards and down, Trubin. Under a minute to go in this first frame. Trubin for Roy. This will skim around the boards. Plays to the middle. Trubin fans on her distributing pass. Anderson with a backhand down low. Udanish. Back up top for Trubin. Quick passing for Adrian College. Another deflection in front. But Wolfschlager skied it high. 10 seconds left. Maybe one last chance here in the first period. Anderson in front and covered with 1.6. Ella Skiborski will sit on top of that one. One last draw, and we might get a redo on it, but they're going to let it play out, and that's going to do it for the first 20 minutes of play in day number 2 of this weekend series. What a way to start this one. Bulldogs skate into the second period up by a score of 4-1, really just pouring it on the Lawrence University Vikings.
Yes, they are. And yesterday we seen the Bulldogs jump all over Lawrence early. They seem to be doing the same thing here today. As we can see, Lawrence hasn't really had a lot of offensive zone time. And when they have, they can't get into any offensive looks because the Bulldogs are playing such aggressive defense. It's causing them to get sloppy with their stick work and turn the puck over, allowing the Bulldogs to transition aggressively and get shots themselves.
Well, if we're talking about shots, 19-2 the total that reads on the board. Only 6 through 80 minutes of play so far for Lawrence University. They had 4 yesterday and 2 today, but only difference is they were able to find a goal. And it was early as they were able to tie that game up 1-1, all within the first 60 seconds of play. But they're going to have to figure out a way to battle back into this one.
Yes, they will, and we'll see if Meg Landman can get another shot at the goal. She had that breakaway opportunity early, scored her first point. We haven't seen anything for the Vikings since, really. So we'll wonder what they decide to do coming out of the break, making adjustments, and see if they can get some offense rolling.
4-1 after 20. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer up here in the booth. Don't go anywhere. Second period action. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facility.
Back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, second period action about to be underway in this NCAA matchup. Lawrence University Vikings and the Adrian College Bulldogs. And we will resume play at center ice and continue this one in regulation play. 4-1 the score for those of you just tuning in. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer. Happy to have you all join back right here from beautiful Adrian, Michigan. Holding on to this is Sophia Lebrecht as she forwards one. Maya Roy with a saucer pass. Tips off the stick of Wolschlager. She'll go up and over, trying the deep move. Lebrecht there to interfere. Wolschlager with some good aggression to kick this free. Anderson works for Trubin. Now Maya Roy. Back for Trubin up top. Too hot to handle as that was off the blade. Anderson spinning back. Back to Trubin. Some quick passing. Anderson with a shot. Stopped by Skiborski.
First shot of the period, and it's going to be leading us straight to a face-off. Not as aggressive as a start as we've seen in the first period. Starting a little bit slower here in the second.
57 seconds in, and maybe the only thing that we haven't seen yet is a goal within the first 60 seconds of play in the period. And as you mentioned in that first frame, Bulldogs and Lawrence both striking on the scoreboard before the clock hit 19 minutes. Takedown underneath the red line, taking a fall is Riley Johnson. Lowry in for support. Landman pushes this up the wall, and a saucer quickly turned over for Hansen. Lofted in deep. There's some good speed from Simon. Looks to the backhand, shovels in front, and off target. Picking up is O'Hagan. Long feed all the way down the ice. Will pass for icing, 18-14. Left to go here in the second.
Bulldogs are doing what's worked this entire game, this entire series, and that's those crease passes still. They're going to continue to attack those crease passes and the shots from the point, creating chaos. We just have to see if the Vikings can figure out a way to slow down that offense.
Left side draw. Played to the opposite end. Pulling up on it is Daly as she's muscled into the boards. So we'll kick free for Ben. In tight, puts one on. Fired into the chest, and Skaborski got a piece of it. Bobbled it just for a second, and she'll hold on again for the stoppage and play.
That was an absolutely filthy move by Ben, getting inside, and instead of that cross-crease pass like we were just talking about, takes the look herself because after the move, she was all alone.
Trubin on the left side point, puts one from the point. Looking for the redirection was Maya Roy. And Courtney Ben yesterday certainly was a shooter. Had 3 goals as she completed a hat trick in the first game of this series. Definitely like the patience from her to change up the option on the scoring thread, as this will play for Dopaida all alone. Left side wing, Dopaida in, stopped, and the backhand from Lascelles just a little too far wide. Good save from Ella Skaborski to stand up. Maya Roy with a heavy wrister. On the backhand is Ben. That one doesn't go again. Dopaida to Lascelles as she tips it for Trubin, looking to find a shot, and they score! Redirected in front, Trubin with the initial attempt, and hounding the front of the crease are the Bulldogs as they extend their lead to 5 goals on the afternoon.
Unable to see who deflected it there off the rifle from Trubin. She just set it up perfectly and rifles it in. It was definitely deflected. It looks like Ben got her stick on it, as that's who the teammates embraced.
We'll get the update on the official goal call from our live stats, but I will agree with you, Sean. It does look like Courtney Ben will likely be credited with that tally, so if that stands, her 4th goal in 2 games. And it is indeed, so 8 goals on the year now for Courtney Ben. Simon with a D-to-D pass for Pietrucha. Back to Simon. Tees it up, but it's blocked. Laying down the body is Taylor Halverson. Working it along the wall. Priatkin. Looked like somebody fell down to the ice there. There's Reardon with the backhand. Scores! Hunter Reardon with a beauty on the backhand. ACTV's finest. Hunter Reardon, take a bow for this shot.
As you said, a beautiful backhand, and that's exactly what it was. She created her own space, and once that puck left her stick, she knew instantly that it was finding the back of the net.
Hunter Reardon, her first goal of the season. 6-1 Dogs with 16:06 left to go here in the second. There's a backhand that plays into the bench area and out of play. We'll take the draw in the neutral zone.
Looks like the ref's going to move the draw down into the Bulldogs' defensive end.
This is fired up the boards. Trying to get in front of it. This is Anderson. Goes through a pair of legs. Gets back to her loose puck. Anderson shaking on the backhand. Off for Hansen. With a good look to Pomerleau. Back to Hansen. Top of the blue line. Lets it go. And it's just wide. Might have cost a piece in front. More blue line passing. Anderson back to Pomerleau. She rips one and it's blocked off the stick in front. Wolfschlager taken down, but it settles on top of the paint for Skaborski as she'll hold on.
It's been a very aggressive, fast-paced offense for the Bulldogs all day and really all series as they've played Lawrence these past 2 days, making moves in open ice, making the Lawrence defenders miss has really just been a key for them today.
All right. Sends this one, and it's off the post, just stays out. Deflection in front. Here's another try from Simon, and that one's high and wide. Lowry with some shifty moves as her wrist shot deflected aside. Good steal. Simon all over the ice on this shift. Looking for the wraparound, plays it to the middle, and the Vikings will tip it out. Maya Roy with some fancy edge work. Gets this off in front of the Lawrence bench as there's a pile up. Both sides trying to fight for it. And finally it kicks free. Trubin to Lowry. There's some footwork from Lowry. Shifts into gear. Lowry in net. Kicked aside. Great save by Skaborski. Roy to Trubin. Works it on the backhand for Roy, who hugs the outside hash mark. Lowry, her pass tipped by O'Hagan just for a second. Another chance tipped in front. Getting it on the deflection is Skaborski.
That was Emma Simon crashing in there, looking for that tip in front. That would have been her third goal in 2 days. Unable to get that one to fall.
Petruccia with a hefty wrister off the target. Anderson to the wall for Wolschlager. Quick stutter step as she opens up. Pauses and 360s, arm up on the play. I believe there will be a penalty against the Vikings and a tripping call. Looks like it will go against Valeria Antiliaga.
One of the biggest keys that we talked about going into yesterday's game was penalties. Historically, these two teams have a lot of penalties against each other. I believe 7 average penalties in last year's matchups. Yesterday, only 4 penalties total throughout the entire game. This is only the 5th one between the two games.
So the first power play opportunity will belong to the Dogs. 2 minutes to play 5-on-4 and try and strike again. Scissor play from Johnson to Petruccia. Works it up top. Right side circle. Deflected in front. Johnson right there. One knee down, but can't get the shot to release. Petruccia with a fast pass to Anderson. Has to get crafty to try and break the puck around. Back up top is Petruccia to Simon. Working hard around the zone, top of the circle. Give and go, Simon gets it right back. Johnson holds on to it now for Anderson. Petruccia to Simon. In the middle, Johnson had it in between the skates. Couldn't play it to her stick. Takes a hard hit along the wall. Anderson circling around and a missed pass will clear out. Petruccia in progress. The Bulldogs make changes. Lowry out to the ice. Catching that feed is Lowry with speed on net to the backhand. Stopped by the toe of Skaborski. Great save on the quick rush. Work to the middle. Ben with a shot. It skitters around. Lowry to Wolschlager. Waiting for a pass. Finds it to Ben. Back for Hansen. They work it around. Lowry off to the left for Ben. 4 seconds left in the power play. Ben with a shot in and out of the glove of Skaborski. Vikings have killed it off. Back to even strength hockey. 5-on-5. We continue play. Courtney Ben with a heavy wrister. Scores! Courtney Ben for 2 on the afternoon.
You could tell Courtney Benn wanted to add more goals to her total on the year. As she was shooting at will that entire possession, getting back to even strength didn't matter for the Vikings as Ben laced one right through the defense and into the back of the net.
So Courtney Benn, a hat trick yesterday, 1 away today. And she's got 5 over the past 2. Here's Maya Roy with a chance, tries to slip at 5-hole. But closing the door is Skiborski. 7-1 the score. We're going to get a goaltending change here as Annie Gilbert will come out. And switching with her will be Kiera Stack. Bulldogs playing their 8th game of their regular season today. 6 of those 8 games so far, they've scored 4 or more. As Maya Roy rips one on.
With Stack coming into the game at goaltender for the Bulldogs, here with just over half the game remaining, it makes sense being up by 6 goals and her not seeing a lot of action yesterday. Get her some chance to see some more action today.
Hansen collects off the face-off. Quick stick work. Pomerleau, there's a wrist shot, stopped by the blocker of Skiborski as she'll tumble on top of it and hold on for the whistle. 10:45 left to go here in the second period. Far side draw, tied up and won back by Reardon. Reardon works it. Carpenter going hard in the corner. Tie up there as nobody can kick it free and finally plays out. Here's Hansen with a drive. Tipped in front, off the post. How did that one stay out? What a deflection in front by Carly Carpenter, who came flying across the crease. Carpenter with a soft pass for Pomerleau. Lets that one go. Plays back to her. Hansen opens for Pomerleau. Slap shot, blocked in front. O'Hagan steps in the lane and gingerly skates back to the bench. Reardon for Wolschlager with speed. Wolschlager in, they score! Cross crease feed to Hugh Danish. Dogs are barking.
It's a phenomenal job by Hugh Danish. Some people might think that that's an easy shot to make, but as we've seen today, that's not an easy one to follow through with on the other side of the crease. Hugh Danish does a great job burying that one away.
Center ice draw, and we've now just crossed the 10-minute threshold here in this game, as I believe the Bulldogs are going to get a penalty call here. I didn't see what the signal was, but it looks like Callie Wolschlager will head to the bench, and body checking is the official decision. Bulldogs to the PK for the first time this afternoon. We'll play one skater down for the next 2 minutes. Anderson with a good threading feed that's picked off. Anseliaga skates it back for Priatkin. Turned aside. This is Salerno. Anderson picks up the boots. Here's a shorthanded chance. Anderson scores! A shorty for Carmen Anderson.
Just a phenomenal job by Anderson, getting up the ice with such pace that no one could keep up with her, and then the phenomenal backhand going right into the net.
Sydney Seeley will replace Ella Skaborski after that 9th goal, and you have to feel for Skaborski really just not getting a whole lot of help, as Lawrence is going to call a timeout. So we'll step aside. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Back at the Arrington Ice Arena, quick timeout taken by the Lawrence University Vikings. A goaltending change. In will come Sydney Seeley, replacing Ella Skaborski. As this is sent all the way down, Carmen Anderson with a shorthanded goal. Bulldogs still killing a penalty for the next minute and 10. Hard dump in by Avalone. Sticked away by Seeley. Lifted all the way down. Lawrence just looking to generate something here. Kate Holtz with some speed. Gets worked hard off the puck, and it'll allow time for the Bulldogs to clear down. Priadkin underneath the red line, a long stretch pass all the way up ice. Hansen with an enormous stretch clear. Collecting is O'Hagan. Skates to the middle. She's got speed. O'Hagan now to the right side, looking towards the goal mouth. Flexed off the puck, and she plays it to the top. Priadkin for O'Hagan. Underneath the red line, Hubenschmidt tips it out of the way. Daly with a slap shot. That plays out. Here's a steal and a bounce pass. Wolfschlager now to the bottom. Pulls up to the middle. Swipes for a shot, but fans on it. Trubin with a long drive. Escorted aside by Seeley. Backhand rim from Avalone. Hubenschmidt ties up. Taken down there, no call. O'Hagan will skate it away. Good swipe by the stick of Maya Roy. Some body contact along the boards. As taken out was Annika Hansen. Trubin crosses over the blue line, looking towards the front, now to the backhand. Swipes it through. Lori in deep. LaSalle gave it away on the blind backhand. Trubin off the boards, down low for LaSalle. This will be worked up, and speeding down ice is Alvarez. Waiting for options, top of the circle, lets a shot go, but it's blocked. And ultimately, it's covered up as Kira Stack will get the goalie paw on top of it.
It just feels like up here in the booth, watching the fans down below us, it feels like they're expecting every time the puck leaves a Bulldog stick for it to find the back of the net at this point. They're getting excited every time that a shot is taken.
Well, why wouldn't you? 10 goals yesterday, 9 today, and they're just pouring it on, this Vikings squad. Pietrucha with a long drive. We'll work around the boards. kept in by Anderson. Good play from her. Wolschlager goes in and out. Gets around Moravchik. Off the boards to the middle. Simon. Quick dish as it's pushed by Anderson. Wolschlager off to the races, to the backhand. Now in the front. Can't hold on to it. Never let go of the shot. Pietrucha with a long shot. Gloved aside by Seeley.
Of the three netminders for the Vikings coming into today, Seeley has seen the least amount of action, but all the goalkeepers have played all together through 7 games. 12 different goalkeeper combinations have played. So they rotate their goalkeepers through every game, it seems.
LaSalle in the neutral zone. Hard to it, gets it right back. Looking for options, finds it in Hansen along the left blue. Plays down low for LaSalle. Quick slap shot there in front by Ben, stopped by the pad of Seeley. Ben looking for that second hat trick in 2 games.
Not only the second hat trick in 2 games, but also would be her 3rd hat trick on the year, as she has been scoring at will this season.
This is picked up by Kate Holtz. Lets a long one go as that's field goaled high over the crossbar. Daly with a shot from a dead angle. Works wide. Here's a floater. Plays for Simon. A breakaway in. Scores! Incredible passing from their own defensive end as this floats onto the stick of Simon, and they've reached double digits 2 games in a row.
Simon calls for that puck instantly. Early in the possession, she's calling for it, and it's a great loft pass up the ice. Phenomenal job by Simon to bury it home 1-0.
Top corner where Mama hides the cookies. And Simon with a good weekend of her own as well. Emma Simon with a bounce pass. They look to play it. That's in the jersey of Johnson as she had to glove it down and has a chuckle.
I mean, just pretend like everything's normal, right? Maybe the ref won't blow the whistle. Just throw that puck down and play it like nothing happened, and we'll see if we can get lucky here.
What would have been more impressive is if she found a way to somehow chest it out of her jersey, because I think that's where it was lodged, and then play it down to try and make a play. But it was ultimately the glove on the puck that was likely called for a hand pass. But never a dull moment here at the Arrington Ice Arena. 3:25 left to go here in the second period as this puck is tipped up into the protective netting. Bulldogs up by a score of 10-1 for those of you just tuning in. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer up here in the booth on ACTV. Happy to have you all join us here this afternoon. Maya Roy to Trubin. To the center slot for a Wolschlager who tries to swipe one on net. Trubin is right there. Fires a pass up for Hansen. Hansen whips around the zone. Lebrec. Trubin to Roy. Udanish was taken out in open ice. She'll jackknife for that puck. Wolschlager in for support. They'll play it back. Roy needing to find her way to it quickly, and the Vikings offsides on that play.
Yeah, and when it rains, it pours on the Vikings here. I mean, throughout this weekend, we've seen 8 shots on goal total for the Vikings. They're sitting at if we combine the 2 games, 20 goals to 1 goal deficit. It's just been a rough weekend for Lawrence University.
And it wasn't the easiest for them last year either. When the Bulldogs faced off against the Vikings here last year on January 12th and the 13th, it was a 5-0 and a 6-0 victory for Adrian College. And then when they played them in the Slats Cup, it was quick work as well. As here's a chance in front. Dopaida stopped on the line by Seeley. That 3-game series, a 4-1 win and a 4-0 win. As Adrian College would go on to win the Slats Cup just a few short weeks later. Courtney Ben works this through for Dopaida. Has an angle towards the front, elects to rim it around the boards. Stopped on the wall by Hasegawa. Here's Sina Hasegawa. Work to the slot, pinballing around. A backhand, redirected aside. Good save from Stack. Along the outside hash mark. Reese Diebert stolen away from her as Petruccia lifts this puck in. Along the boards is Reardon. Avalone overskates it there and lost it for Landman. Played up the boards, 33 seconds left to go here in the frame. 10-1 score for Adrian College. They work this puck through. Flipped up and settling down. Reardon caresses along the wall. This is blown dead for offsides. 14.5 left to go here in the second period.
We've already equivalated what our total was yesterday for the Bulldogs. We'll see how many more they can add on here going forward.
I'm sure that they'll adjust some of their strategy to try and add in a couple extra passes before they fire some more shots on net. But the horn will sound here, ending the second period. 40 minutes of play gone at the Arrington Ice Arena for the second game of this weekend series. Bulldogs skating with a massive 10-1 lead, heading into the third period, looking to close out the weekend. And it's just been a game completely dominated by them.
Yes, it has. And if you look on the other side of the ice, you have the Vikings here in such a deficit that they need to start playing loose, playing free, have some fun with it, and maybe they can use that to even gain some momentum just from this period and carry it forward going into the rest of their season.
20 minutes still left here in regulation. 9 goals separates these two teams. The Bulldogs leading this one 10-1 as we skate into the second intermission. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer up here in the booth. We'll be back for the third period. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduated.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, in this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Third period action of this second game between the Adrian College Bulldogs and the Lawrence University Vikings. Puck is dropped, and we will continue play here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer up here in the booth on ACTV. Happy to have you all rejoin us here this afternoon. 10-1 the score. For those of you just tuning in, another goaltending change in this game as Vanessa Rubin coming in to replace Kara Stack and close this one out in the final 20-minute frame. This is tipped aside. Seeley with a good grab there.
It's getting to the point now up here in the booth when we lose the puck on occasion down there in the Viking end, we're starting to wonder if we're going to expect a goal. Watching the ref to see if he calls for it or not. That time just simply a face-off.
This is pushed off the face-off. Corralled by Roy. Trubin right back to Roy. Lets it go. Stopped by Seeley. She'll jump on top of it and gets the whistle. Pair of quick shots to start that third period off. Dogs win the face-off once again. Tia LaSalle works it to the front. Spinning there, Ben with a high riser. Trying to find the iron. LaSalle under fire. Muscles it for Ben. And she throws it up the wall. Tipped aside for Pomerleau. Great passing. Ben again looking to go upstairs. Courtney Ben to the center lane on the backhand. Stopped the rebound in the crease. Nobody can pick it up. Teeing up a one-timer was Pomerleau, but she shelved it high. All gas for the Bulldogs to start this third period, and really for this whole game, it's been dominated in their offensive zone the whole time. Here's a quick feed for Hubenschmidt, a stutter step aside. From an angle, there's a quick wrister from Carpenter. Nice stop by Seeley to keep it out. Up the boards they go. This is swung out and played diagonally upwards as it's tipped out of midair. Hubenschmidt atop the point. Carpenter, puck behind her, escorts it to the right point for Pietrucha. Fires the slapper, played in front. They worked for it there. Hubenschmidt falling to her knees, miraculously getting a shut off. There's a long drive again from Kaylee Simon. Pietrucha. Bulldogs lose it in the neutral zone. Perry tries to fight hard for it. Comes up empty-handed. As that was going on, good steal by Priatkin. Soft pass worked by Pietrucha, but lost it. So bounce off the paddle of Trubin. Down low in front, Pietrucha sent to her knees. Long point shot, blocked in front. They move it aside. Here's a step from Johnson, trying to get around her defender. As Reardon takes herself out there. Johnson skims it up the half wall. Looking for Roy, seeing eye pass. Sent on net, Reardon not in time to get the stick down. Trubin keeps it in. Goes to the outside hash mark. Lorai. Circling around the zone. Roy looking for a deflection in front. Johnson. Out of the zone. It's Lorai. Plays an onside pass for Roy. Outside on the play. Simon with the collection. Skates from right to left. Plays it back to the point. Gets a pass off the inside heel. Roy goes off the boards and down. Now to the neutral zone. Having to skate back is Trubin. Wolfschlager's got room. Wolfschlager in, trying to thread it for Hugh Danish. Anderson ties up along the wall. Just about 5 minutes gone here in this third period. Dogs leading 10-1. Maya Roy with a slap shot on net. Blocked aside. Anderson with the wraparound, and she's stopped by Seeley. Anderson back for Roy. Plays that one to the front, and it's worked aside. Adrian College able to keep it in. Anderson waiting for options. Roy to the hash marks. Trubin taken off. Here's LaSalle to the front. Spins it on net and stopped by Seeley. LaSalle throws this to the wall for Hugh Danish. Roy holds on to the point. Not a lot of whistles so far here in this third period. And Courtney Ben, the hat trick 2 times in 2 days. Have yourself a weekend.
It's a phenomenal job by the Bulldogs offense playing slow. Ben has really been the only player in this period to just be shooting as soon as the puck touches her stick. You could tell she was hunting for that hat trick, and she got it.
Avalone off the draw to Hansen. LaSalle plays it through. Courtney Ben in front was waiting for a pass to find her way. Here's Courtney Ben again, in and out of the glove. Seeley with the stop. Dopida picks up in the corner. Here's a hefty slap shot from Hansen, guided aside. Dumped in deep. Bulldogs play it on the boards. Avalone for Hansen. Carpenter angled into the wall. Reared on in for support. Tripped up, but no whistle. All offense and complete possession for Adrian College as Hansen spins it up the wall. Long drive all the way the length of the ice, and it's whistled down. 12-13 left to go here in the third period.
That last goal by Ben, not only her second hat trick in 2 days, but also her 10th goal on the season, leading the Bulldogs in that category.
A bounce pass intended for Hubenschmidt. Broken up by Perry. Looking to generate something here with 12 aside. Left to go in the third period. Perry spinning it as it's taken by Hansen now for Hubenschmidt. Playing through traffic, here's Avalone. Her backhand stopped by the shoulder of O'Hagan. Anciliaga gives her puck up as Hubenschmidt tips this. No icing as it's waved off. Good hustle there by number 23, Emma Simon. Has also had an impressive weekend. Looking towards the front, Seeley watches it into the trapper. Lori doing the work herself. They wristed on net, stopped by Seeley. The rebound couldn't be gathered. Playing in front of the Zamboni entrance. Emma Simon. Bulldogs send the high shot over the crossbar. And poked out. Here's a 2-on-1 if the Vikings can hurry, but they misplay the pass coming off the stick of O'Hagan. Johnson for Lori. Outside hash mark. Out waiting, now it's Simon. Back for Lori. Lets a wrister go. Blocked off the backside of Johnson. She'll have to skate back to the bench to get an ice pack. That one's probably going to sting a little bit. There's a long drive. Rubin will guide it aside. This is muscled in deep. No icing, but instead covered up in the defensive end of the Vikings. Seeley will get on top of it. 9:54 left to go here in the third period. Alex Herman And Sean Whitmer up here in the booth. Happy to have you all join us here this afternoon for some NCAA Division III women's play. Another big NCHA matchup here for the Lady Dogs. Always important to stay as high up on the standings as you can, as there's Sealy, who will jump on top of another puck. Here's Wolschlager working around the zone with some speed. Nobody can take her off the puck. Bumped for Anderson. Slow play going around as finally it breaks loose. Here's Hasegawa. Dumps it in. Pomerleau skims this up the boards. Wolschlager plays it to the top of the point. Wolschlager has Anderson on the far side. She'll dance her way through and dumps it in deep as she'll skate back for a line change. Fanning on the pass. Still Paida. Almost got there to help the turnover. Saucer pass through the neutral zone. Maya Roy with a great move. Sealy stops it. Can't hold on to the rebound. Both sides lost sight of the puck, and LaSalle is going to get called down for a trip, I believe, as she's going to be sent to the box.
Not much of an easier call there for the ref. I mean, you trip right in front of him, he's going to call that every time. So, unfortunate, as it seems the ref has been letting the two sides play out here as trying to let the clock continue to run, but that's one you just can't let play.
8:05 left to go here in the third period. Bulldogs shorthanded as Tia LaSalle will have to sit down for her tripping call. And talking about the NCHA standings before, Adrian in the number 1 spot. 5-0 record in conference play so far. 6-1 overall. Concordia, Wisconsin, and St. Norbert right behind them, also 5-0 on their seasons respectively. Concordia, Wisconsin 6-2-0 overall, and St. Norbert a perfect 7-0. Power play setup beginning for the Vikings, as this is rimmed out hard all the way down, as Daly will have to skate back into her defensive end to try and play something through. Simon for Trubin. Now a quick feed for Simon. Ebert looking to make something happen, quickly taken off the puck. Johnson pulls up with a move and decides to bring it back to kill off more time on the PK. Trubin lifts it all the way down. Sealy with an extended stick. Johnson pokes it free off the boards. Some hard body contact down low. And it rattles for Pietrucha. LaSalle out of the box, back to 5-on-5 even strength. Pietrucha has to skate back quickly for it. Plays a horizontal pass over. LaSalle gathers on the backhand, makes a nice move, and feeds it for Udanish, who goes for a rush. Looking towards the front, no angle on the shot, and the official saw that it was covered, but it was still loose. But we'll get the whistle with 5:33 left to go here in the third period.
Unfortunately for the Vikings, it seems that nothing's really changed here in this period. Not able to get anything different looking or anything at all really positive to talk about going forward into their season.
Wolschlager to Pomerleau. Up the wall, stolen by Roy as she keeps it in. Rips this one on, but off the glass and out. Pomerleau to Roy. Lets that go. Stopped there by Anderson as she'll fight her way through as it's frozen. And one of the things to talk about today in positive spirits, Chad Davis, head coach for the Adrian College women's team, looking for his 200th NCAA win, barring any changes after the next 4 minutes and 57 seconds. So a massive milestone on the horizon here for him this afternoon. Bulldogs win the faceoff on the backhand. Avalone spins one off for Lowry. Dopida plays it back up top for Avalone. Rips a shot on wide. Hansen pokes it free. Dopida circles around the top of the dot. Lowry with a good pull up. Avalone pushes the stick forward. And this will bounce into the bench area. It looked like it was Sarah Dobrinsky who accidentally stepped in the way of that as she was standing on the bench.
As you mentioned, 200 career wins after this game in the NCAA. That's nothing to scoff at.
Not an easy accomplishment. Record at Adrian, 156 and 38. Career record all time, 199, 81, and 21. How about that? Looking for career win number 200. That is Chad Davis. Here's Hunter Reardon to Allie Hubenschmidt. Hubenschmidt tries to shake around her man in Sophia Lebrecht. There's a chance in front. Rubin with two big saves as she keeps it out. Hubenschmidt lifts it in deep. Handcuffed along the wall. Played back to the top. Now it's Trubin. Couple of stick handles as she dances around over the blue line. Hubenschmidt with a shot that's blocked off the shin pads. Kate Holtz had a step for a second, but Simon recovers. Simon from her own end. Look at the speed. Simon looking to go coast to coast. Now to the front. Taken down as she went to shoot. Gets back to the puck. Plays it for Trubin. Here's a hefty shot. Stopped by Seeley. An absolute blast. LaSalle puts it on. Seeley never saw it as it was coming off the blade. 2:43 left to go in the third. Trubin waiting out the defenses. Johnson for Roy as she'll play it in deep. Trubin rips a shot, blocked by the shin pads of Ashkenazi. Here's Simon. There's an arm up on the play, delayed call. soon to be blown down once the Vikings touch the puck up. Anderson, 360 move, and finally it's Moravchik with the contact. The Bulldogs will finish out this third period on the power play. 1:52 left. Kate Holtz will have to sit down for tripping.
Don't look now. This is the second straight game where the Bulldogs have attempted 100 shots. So you have to wonder if their wrists are starting to get a little bit tired from how many times they're firing that puck in.
Maya Roy to Trubin. They let it go. Fanning there was Pomerleau, had the space. Roy to the front, off the glass. Plays for Trubin. 90 seconds left. Another point drive from Roy. LaSalle for Hugh Danish. They score on the power play. With 1:16 left, they add a late tally. It's 12-1.
It's a spectacular job passing that puck in from behind the net, and an even better job at making a move across the crease, scoring on the other side of the netminder.
So the Bulldogs add one more to their total on the day. 22 goals over the last 2 games. And 60 seconds left as the Lady Dogs will just play this one out. Courtney Ben working around the zone. Plays it up high. Simon lets it go off the toe. And a great save. Oh, on the rebound. Seeley came flying across. Ben shakes off some pressure. An impressive pass. Hansen shot. Blocked by the back. Stopped on the line. 17.8 seconds left to go in the third period. Likely just one more face-off.
How about the Bulldogs, though? Up 12-1. They're still taking shots and taking looks to get another goal.
Danish off the boards. 10 seconds left. There's Cruel Collins. Hugh Danish dancing around. One last shot, maybe no. But that's going to do it. Bulldogs will finish out this game and win 12-1 as a massive victory and the 200th career win in the collegiate coaching career of Chad Davis. An impressive victory for the Lady Dogs here today. All but 3 Bulldogs players registering at least a point on the afternoon, which you do not see very often as they waltz their way in to another Bulldog victory. 12-1, the final score from the Arrington Ice Arena. More Bulldog hockey to come this evening. The ACHA Women's Division I team facing off against the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. That puck drop at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to tune in right here on ACTV. But from all of us up in the booth, Alex Herman and Sean Whitmer, thank you so much for tuning in. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.